Hello everyone, welcome to this week's episode of Weekly Chording with me, Daz. Each week I'm exploring a different song and a new one for me every week and share some of the story behind it before, giving it a go with the cover. Now I think you'd be hard pressed today to find someone who hasn't heard of Taylor Swift. Years of chart-topping albums, record-breaking tours, highly public creative reinventions have had her described as a master narrative builder, an artist that continuously reshapes the stories around her music and her public life. And her long creative partnership with producers Max Martin and Shellback has played a major role in that evolution. Swift once reflected that Martin had taught her more about songwriting than anyone she could ever imagine meeting. And she recently reunited with Martin and Shellback on the album The Life of a Showgirl, saying that it was like all of them in the room were the same now as creators. A reunion that critics framed as both nostalgic and creatively energizing. The opening track of that project and the song that I'll be playing tonight is The Fate of Ophelia. The song was released globally on October 3rd, and just this last year, and as both the album opener and its lead single. The track has been a massive success, breaking streaming records and becoming the first song ever to reach 30 million Spotify streams in a single day. The album topped the Billboard Global 200 for 7 weeks, and the song was on the Billboard Hot 100 for 10 non-consecutive weeks, interrupted most likely just by Christmas. It also reached number 1 in more than 26 countries, including Canada, Germany, and the United Kingdom. Critically, reviewers have highlighted the combination of literary references and pop production. Some have praised the way the song merges classical imagery with contemporary dance pop textures, while others have debated about how successfully it reinterprets its Shakespearean inspiration. The intention even spilled beyond the music world. Searches for Ophelia reportedly surged more than 1,200% after the song's release, and the museums housing famous paintings of the character reported spikes in visitor numbers, because that's what happens when Taylor Swift talks about you. So, with words and music by Taylor Swift, Max Martin, and Shellback, here is a little take on The Fate of Ophelia. I heard you calling on the megaphone. You wanna see me all alone. As legend has it, you are quite the pyro. You light the match to watch it blow. And if you'd never come to me, I might have drowned in melancholy. I swore my loyalty to me, myself, and I. Right before you lit my sky up. All that time I sat alone in my town, you were just holding your pound, I can see it all. Late one night you dug me out of my grave and saved me far from the hate of Ophelia. Keep it 100 on the land, the sea, the sky. Pledge allegiance to your hands, your team, your vibes. Don't care where the hell you've been, cause now you're mine. It's got to be the sleepless night you've been dreaming of. The fate of Ophelia. The eldest daughter of a nobleman, Ophelia lived in fantasy. But love was cold bed for scorpions, the venom stole her sanity. And if you'd never come for me, I might have lingered in purgatory. You wrap around me like a chain, a crown of fire, pulling me into the fire. All that time I sat alone in my town, you were just holding your power, now I can see it all. Late one night you dug me out of my grave and saved my heart from the fate of Ophelia. Keep it 100 on the land, the sea, the sky. Pledge allegiance to your hands, reaching your vibes. Don't care where you've been, cause now you're mine. About to be the sleepless night you've been dreaming of. The fate of Ophelia. You saved my heart from the fate of Ophelia. The writing of the song began during a studio session in Stockholm when Shellback was playing what Swift later described as a really cool chord progression, While listening, she was scrolling through a list of possible song titles she apparently kept on her phone, and one of those words was Ophelia, the tragic character from William Shakespeare's Hamlet. And that moment sparked, of course, the central idea of the song. Swift later explained that she imagined an alternate story for the character. Instead of the well-known tragic ending, she pictured a version where Ophelia doesn't go insane and die, but meets someone who treats her well. Much like she did with her hit song Love Story, which reimagined Romeo and Juliet, but with a happier ending. I was looking for a movie of Hamlet to watch on a streaming service, but I couldn't decide whether to watch it on Tubi or not Tubi. Anyway. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you enjoy the show, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hey, if you're really feeling generous, maybe buy me a coffee. All those things are wonderfully appreciated any time. So my hour-long live streaming show on YouTube and Twitch this week will be today at 8 shortly here, but there will be no shows next weekend. Never fear, though, you can catch the next episode of Weekly Chording a bit early on this Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Mountain Time. Until then, take care, and I will see you then.
Thank you. Goodbye now. Goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you. Goodbye.
Late one night you dug me out of my grave and saved my heart from the fate of Ophelia. Keep it 100 on the hand to see the sky. Pledge allegiance to your hands, reaching your vibes. Don't care how you feel.